Hey everyone, welcome to GT Boxing. How does it happen that the career of a powerful, talented, and dominant fighter suddenly comes to a halt? A champion who seemed destined to reign for years decides to hang up the gloves for good, wave goodbye to boxing, and step aside for the younger, hungrier generation. It's a story we've seen time and again. Even the greatest in the sport are not immune. And today, we're diving into the story of a well-known Russian boxer with an Australian passport, Kostya Tszyu. What made him decide, at the age of 35, to stop putting his body through grueling training camps and brutal fights? Let's go, step by step. Before we get started, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, especially in times like these. Thanks. Now let's jump in. On September 19th, 1969, a boy named Kostya was born in the town of Serov, Sverdlovsk Oblast, USSR. His father, Boris Timofeyevich, and mother, Valentina Vladimirovna, supported him from the beginning. It was his father who took 9-year-old Kostya to a local boxing gym. In 1986, Tszyu enrolled at the Sverdlovsk Institute of Engineering and Pedagogy, but dropped out after 6 months. From 1988 to 1990, he served in the army. Back to boxing. His first coach was Vladimir Cherny. Tszyu quickly made a name for himself, becoming a 2-time Soviet junior champion in 1986 and 1987. In 1988, he competed at the Seoul Olympics, reaching the semifinals before losing to future East German gold medalist Zerno Forst. As an amateur, Tszyu had an incredible record of 282 fights and 270 wins. Moved to Australia and turning pro, Tszyu's performance at the 1989 World Championships in Sydney caught the attention of Australian coach Johnny Lewis and promoter Bill Morday. They invited him to Australia and offered him a pro deal. Tszyu accepted, and on March 1st, 1992, he made his professional debut. Just 4 fights in, he faced former world champion Juan Laporte and outboxed him with ease. Then came a major milestone. On January 28, 1995, in Las Vegas, Tszyu faced Jake Rodriguez for the IBF title and stopped him in the 6th round. Championship-run Tszyu began cutting through contenders and defending his belt confidently. But on May 31, 1997, came the unexpected. In a tough bout with the experienced Vince Phillips, Kostya entered as the favorite. But the fight was competitive. In the 10th round, Phillips pinned Tszyu against the ropes and stopped him. A new champion was crowned. But Tszyu didn't fold. He rebuilt, and his comeback was spectacular. On August 21st, 1999, he dominated Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Since Julio Cesar Chavez refused a rematch with Gonzalez, the WBC title was on the line. Tszyu controlled the action from start to finish, forcing Gonzalez's corner to stop the fight in the 10th round. Another belt for Tszyu. In 2000, he took care of Sharmba Mitchell, and then added the WBA title to his collection. And in November 2001, he faced Zab Judah for the undisputed junior welterweight championship. Judah, fast and flashy, was the favorite, but Tszyu shocked everyone, knocking him out at the end of round 2. He followed with several more victories. Final fight, the end of a legend. Then came June 4th, 2005, Manchester Arena. 35-year-old Kostya Tszyu, reigning IBF champion, took on the undefeated local hero Ricky Hatton, 38-0, 30 KOs. The entire city buzzed with anticipation. At the press conference, Hatton admitted, "I've always been the underdog, but this time, I've earned my shot." Tszyu calmly responded, "I had a great camp. I respect Ricky, but I'll show what I'm made of." There were weight-cutting concerns. Tszyu made the limit only on his 2nd attempt. A bad sign. Fight night. Manchester was electric. 22,000 fans packed the arena. Celebrities like Winky Wright, Diego Corrales, and Russell Crowe were in the crowd. The atmosphere was explosive. Fight breakdown Tszyu opened in his usual style, composed, sharp, controlling distance. His right hand found the target multiple times and briefly stunned Hatton. But Hatton was a storm. He relentlessly pressured, attacked the body, clinched, and smothered Kostya's rhythm. He made it ugly. And it worked. Rounds 5-8. Tszyu began to fade under the pace, clinches, and constant pressure. His accurate shots became less frequent. Referee Joe Cortez allowed Hatton a lot. Low blows, shoving, inside roughhousing. Tszyu started to look his age, while Hatton was in his physical prime. Rounds 9-11. Hell for the veteran. Hatton was screaming, surging forward, feeding off the crowd, mauling Tszyu. Kostya kept fighting back, but barely. He was hit with another low blow. No call from Cortez. In his corner, he looked drained, like he'd fought 30 rounds already. Round 12. The end. Tszyu did not answer the bell. His team stopped the fight. It shocked many, but it was the right call. He had nothing left. And just like that, a legendary career came to a close. Tszyu sat on the stool. His trainer threw in the towel. The final bell of a legendary career. Later, Tszyu admitted he'd lost the fire. He turned to family and eventually coaching, and stepped away from the spotlight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive boxing content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.